Hi guys, welcome to this week's video where we're talking about the reality of being your own boss. So, have you thought about being your own boss? You know, being your own boss has its ups and downs, and as a country, we're pretty obsessed with running our own businesses. You know, the entrepreneurial dream. So, if you're someone who's thought about quitting your job, starting a business, and living the entrepreneurial dream, well, this video is for you. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do it! Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. We're talking about the reality of being your own boss. So, you've probably thought about quitting your job, starting a business, living the small business dream, and most importantly, not having to answer to anyone but yourself. But, as many successful business owners will tell you, running a small business is not as simple as that, and ultimately, it's not for everyone. Initially, you're going to be working longer hours, you're going to be learning less than you currently do in your current job, and you don't have any sick leave to rely on when you get unwell. On top of all that, you're going to have a whole lot of hats to wear. As a small business owner, no matter what product or service you sell, you're going to be responsible for doing things you've never done before. And in fact, they might be things you like or things that you really don't like at all. So before you take that leap into starting up your business, continue watching our video. We're going to talk about all those hats you need to wear as a small business owner. Okay, so when I'm talking about our hats today, I want to relate it back to a story. And we're going to talk about Mario. Mario's been working in the local pizza shop and he makes the best pizzas. But now Mario wants to run his own business because he sees what his boss is earning and it's simple. It's easy money. He comes in and goes out and hey, there's lots of money to be made. So let's talk about Mario and all those hats that he's going to need to wear. The first hat that Mario is going to have to worry about wearing or going to have to wear is a CFO hat. Here we go. Well, Mario, guess what? You're in charge of your finances and you're going to be responsible for making sure that you keep track of all your income and expenses. So all those sales and all those toppings are expenses. And you're going to need some bookkeeping software, like Xero. Ultimately, Mario is in charge of how much he charges, how much he's charging for pizza, how much the toppings are going to cost, and more importantly, keeping within a budget so he ensures that he makes a profit. On top of all that, Mario is also going to have to keep track of GST, other taxes, payroll, and recording all those expenses. Now, if finances is not Mario's cup of tea, and I reckon it probably isn't going to be, because Mario's fantastic at making pizza. He could look at hiring a bookkeeper and accountant to help him with those finances. But the reality is, it might be outside his budget. He might not be able to afford a bookkeeper. So ultimately, in those startup years to start with, when the budget isn't big, he might need to just do a lot of this stuff himself. But what's most important is that Mario needs to make sure he understands his numbers. It is so important to survive in business. The next hat you'll be wearing is the HR hat, the human resources. You might be the best pizza chef in your suburb, but the reality is you probably won't have time to make each and every pizza. There's so many moving parts in your business, you're going to need to hire staff to help you to move this big machine along the way to get everyone fed. So, all of a sudden, you're in charge of hiring people, getting employee contracts out, understanding employee awards and benefits, workplace occupational health and safety, and at times, having to let staff go. One of the hardest parts of the HR department, firing staff. But you might also want to think about workplace culture, because this is what's going to help you retain your best staff and most importantly, getting them to start with. One of the biggest hats you're going to need to wear is the marketing hat. You know, with someone like Mario who's opening up his pizza restaurant, it's a major thing he's going to need to consider before he opens up. He's going to need to think about the graphic design, logos, and what image he wants to portray. A simple thing of colours can really show about who you are. Remember, you're awesome, well, I guess Mario is awesome at making pizza. And it's really important that he gets his message out about why, I guess, his potential customers in the future should come buy his pizza. Attracting customers to a brand includes considering things like market research, advertising and sales, graphic design, which can constantly change to promote your product, social media. And when I talk about social media, this is something that you do constantly and you actually have a system behind it. It doesn't mean posting something here or there. And an overall brand and marketing strategy. The reality is, as a startup, you probably won't have much cash left over at the end of the day or when you're starting up your business to go and put towards having a full-time marketing consultant or coach or employee in place. So the reality is, you're going to probably have to look outside the box to think about how you're going to do that marketing and get it done right. The best part is that there is free options online. Simply searching for videos on YouTube or content on a Google search will really assist you. But it's really important that you do get the marketing right. And when you do your marketing, thinking about the three things that bring marketing together, and that is art, statistics, and psychology. It really is an important part of the business. So, there are many hats you wear in business, which we talked about today, but there are still a few others that you're going to look at. For example, what about legal? There's sales, and I've got one here for systems and procedures, customer service and finance. I guess, look, here's the thing. When you're starting a business, it's not as simple as just selling a few pizzas and collecting a bit of cash. There are so many actions, or hats I guess, that are placed on your head that you need to think about before you even sell that first pizza. So while your boss is collecting all the dough, if you pardon the pun, or I guess cash, think about all the hard work they've done behind the scenes. And look, if you are thinking about opening up your own business just like Mario, have a conversation with your business boss and ask them what they went through. So hopefully today, you haven't been scared off starting your own business, but your mind has been open to the reality of all the jobs and all the hats that you wear or have to undertake in business to operate efficiently and to actually make a profit. So if you're like me, at the moment I'm struggling to hold all these hats, you might be thinking, well, do I still want to be in business? I'm just going to throw these away. Okay, so, still interested in running your own business? Awesome. Well, I encourage you to reach out to us and talk to us about our Starter Business program, where we run through a whole day about all the things you need to know to have your best chance of survival in business. This means understanding what the true cost is of your investment and how your dream of running a business can become a reality beyond just that honeymoon period. So if you want to succeed and want to be in business, just like Mario potentially is going to be, suggest you come along, reach out to us, and join our Starter Business program. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends and family. Thanks guys, have a great day. I'm going to wear all my hats.